as far as the air in the tires and everything. Let's go, man. You ready to see this? He's got one, so I know he's dying to check it out. We're gonna fly without the slats this time. I've set it up by the book. I did do reverse thrust, so I am gonna trim in a little bit of throttle just so I always have the prop spinning. Oh, first flight. It's so perfect out right now. All right. Look how deep that's sitting in the grass.
That is
From the
too.
parking lot, it looked really short. It's not. So, grass field ops technique. I'm going full up elevator until I get rolling. Like I said, half laps, pre-flight, left, up, right. We're good. Oh my gosh, what power. Look how floaty it is. And this thing is kind of heavy. And I did not necessarily expect this gentle of a behavior. We're gonna go past this here. Half flap settings by the book, 5006S. Gotta watch out for field goal posts. Full flap regalia. Oh my gosh. So sick. This thing is dialed in. I'm in my high rate still. I haven't done anything to ring it out or aerobatics yet, but here we're gonna land it right here in front of us. Oh, I predicted that. Dude, you know why? Full flaps. Thing I do. So that was a full flap landing. So I'm gonna stay half flap this time. I'm not surprised. I nosed it over, but I let myself get way too slow. So we'll keep the speed up a little bit this time. And, oh, did it again. Man. I'm gonna set the battery back. All right, I moved the battery back a whole notch in there. Half flaps, let's go. But look, that grass almost covers the tires. So I am going to lose the flaps for the first time. I'm in high rate. We're gonna zoom past this in a dead stick. Oh wow, that is very responsive. Look at that, I love it. Smooth on the power and plenty of it. Snap. Dude.
Flying good.
So good, not a spot of trim at all.
It looks like it's just sliding on glass everywhere.
So smooth. Plenty of rudder. Wow, nice. Especially when you move that battery back, you've got a lot of authority. I've always liked the regular 1.5 timber a lot, more than the X versions. But here we have a giant X version. And this feels completely different to me than the other Xers have. Dig the lights. All right, we got, see this field goal deal?
Yeah.
Super sketch. I love the color of this. We're gonna set up them over here. I'm gonna go low rate because I'm gonna give us a zoomer here. That's moving. Actually, it's got a bit of a climb in it. And that could easily be my CG situation. I'm trimming some down in, and we're gonna do that again. Sorry, man, I know it's over your head.
I just hope I'm getting everything.
That's all right. What a nice one. Okay, zippity-doo-dah here. Oh yeah, way better. Sounds amazing. I'd love to be shooting touch and goes, but I already know I need more air in my tires.
Yeah, you do.
Unless I take it to the pavement.
I don't know about that today. You ready to scratch it?
No.
I think you need more air in the tires, period.
I think so too. And this is coming in with no flaps. A little bit more speed. Hold her off. Oh, and I'm still fighting that nose over. Yeah, man, more air in the tires is going to be the way to go if you're any kind of thick grass at all. Unless you're just way, way, way back with the battery, going for the stall stuff. I think if you're going to sport fly it, get some air in the tires. Especially if you're going to be on hard surfaces too, it's a good idea because there really is some resistance to those tires if there's not any air in them. Dig the squish on these tires. Now, I really ought to put more air in it. We're gonna do pavement ops because I keep nosing over, so I don't want to nose over. Especially don't want to nose over in the parking lot. All right, no flaps on this one. Let's see what we get. High rate still. Oh my gosh, the tires kill me dead. Just need a little more air, I think. Full flaps. I am staying in high rate because I definitely want that. Look how good that is. I can't even take this landing. It's staying up so well. Oh my gosh, how nice. Fine, we'll land from this side then. All right, I'm out of the power right now, just letting it settle in. I really like how it's acting. Man, it is still. Oh my gosh. Cush. I think I'm gonna move that battery back some more. And I got a 5,000 in it. I think this plane's gonna be fine on 3,200 and 4,000s as well. All right, we'll be able to get this one, I think. A little bit of power. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. All right, here we go. Bleed it.
Oh, there you go.
It's better if you kind of go for the three-pointer. Let's see how it settles at half flaps. That's been a full flap landing. Scrub it off with a little rudder here. We'll slip it down. Relax the rudder and just bleed the speed right into a shipping container. Let's do it from this way. We'll see what the battery's at. So half flaps this time. Definitely carry some speed, this thing. Wow, it does. Look how that's coming. That's hot, dog. That's all right. That's what a shakedown flight is about. Getting it figured out. And I'm just rocking the dead stick, getting to know this thing, but I really should just be flying it down slow. I'm going full flaps. I just need to in this little parking lot. So a little bit of power, bleed it. little bleed jump. Look at those gear, dude. Sick. That's a lot of squish. Stay tuned for more. We're gonna do some more on this aircraft. We're still going at it. I do not have my checker with me, but I have my battery back even with this. And in the tall grass, I still don't think it's back far enough. This is with a 5,000. So we're gonna pull this, which is super, super cool. I don't have my checker with me. I'll check it at home. and I'll let you guys know. And I'm putting a little bit lighter weight battery in there because that's what I have ready right now. We pumped up the tires, 7 pumps each one. And it came with a pump, and it's awesome. And I think, I mean, the tires got way bigger doing 7 pumps.
Probably 1.5 inches in diameter bigger.
Oh my gosh. And check out the manual because they call it out in size. I know some of my buddies have actually ordered a pressure reader off Amazon so they can do it. But I'm gonna go in the same position with this lighter battery. I moved the battery back once already. We're gonna try the grass again. It didn't really work for us before, but the tires were just soaking it up. And the grass was almost to the top of the tires before we pumped them up. These cleat into this tray, just super slick. And then, and definitely in the grass like I'm doing, trying to do some stall stuff, having the battery back is gonna be a great idea. Let it initialize. Flies amazing, super smooth. I liked high rate a lot. It's rolling so much better right now. So much better.
It's drivable.
Let's do a stall takeoff, and then we'll walk out there to the grass. Sound good?
Sure.
Little reverse thrust action. Stall takeoff. I'm going full flap regalia. High rate. You know what? I'm doing safe because I'm just going to crank it. Ready?
Get it.
Sick. All right. Turn the safe off. We're moseying out. We're going to see if we can actually get a touch and go again. Now that we've got... All right. We're just going to let it play. So you saw the beginning of the video where I was on stock out of the box tire inflation. Look it's already working. It's already working. If you haven't seen this video, check it out because I talked through it all. The video is called Watch Me Learn the Hard Way So You Don't Have to. So check it out. It's one of the last releases I did on the channel. And, you know, we're finally into the second battery now where I didn't nose it over at all anymore. So put some air in the tires. I did like 7 pumps each tire. And it worked for me. Half flaps, full flaps. It worked for me everything but safe because safe really limits the elevator. But yeah, if you haven't seen this, check it out. But I'll just let it rock for a minute in the background. Happy Father's Day. We got out of the house at 9 this morning, and I just got home. And didn't have a chance to make coffee, so I had to get me one at the market real quick. And it's cold and delicious. So I'll take it. Yeah, what do you guys do? Do you get to fly this week? Thanks, Mike. Yeah, he put the video link there above. Excellent plane. Fun time. Tough enough to take some beatings, too. I mean, so this isn't a flying field, right? So if it was at a flying field, I think even before I'd had better luck with the nose overs. But this grass, it's cut nice, but it's thick. It's lush. And as far as airplanes go, pretty high. Even after I pumped up the wheels, it was more than half buried the tires. So, but neat bird, and one that my battery is back quite a bit on this one. Little 3-pointer touch and go action right there. And it was really the best way to treat this thing because the resistance, at least in this grass, was crazy. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I went out. The day I filmed this was the day I did the live where I showed how to do reverse thrust last week on the Beach 18. So I got fortunate that Kirk went out with me and offered to film. He's never really filmed for me before, and he did pretty good. I got to tell you though, I zoomed it in like 200%, or we wouldn't be able to see it at all. So it is harder than it looks to film. But here it looks like full flap regalia. That might be half. That's half flaps. I can tell by how long I went. And Golden, JCB 67, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Wild Bill, Mike Bird, David Snyder, EQ, Stephen Proops. Anybody else in the room, pop back in for a little roll call action. That way I don't have to go super far behind into the comments. I know my buddy Fred got some mail. Finally got his tires dad in the house, boss. EQ, CVO. Philip, what up? It was a fun video, right? I mean, a lot of good talking points, I think. And I was glad to take this thing out, you know. It was the first calm day in a minute. Bill, what's going on? You film at the field all the time. After about 5 minutes, it gets very tiresome. Yeah, it's harder than it looks. It definitely is. Any of you guys follow me on Facebook, you saw my Father's Day post. There's some crazy good deals going on right now at Horizon. The E-flite P47, serious money off. The E-flite 1.2 P47 and T28. There's a radio. There's a link in the distro to the Father's Day sale. Some boats, the base camp, rock crawler, there's money off on, but there's serious money off on that P47 and that T28, the 1.2. Definitely worth checking out. What's up, Eddie K? My favorite comment so far this week was in this video. I forget what they said exactly, but it was something like, man, why don't you get on some Ozempic? So basically called me fat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for not saying anything about the plane, but like personally calling me fat in the comments. I appreciate that. You have no idea. I had another one too that was corrected the way I said E-flite because I didn't put a hyphen in it. There's a lot of, people out there that, looking out for you. I like that, Somebody worried about my health, talking to me about Ozempic. And then, I appreciate that. And, spelling and grammar. Where would we be without these folks? I tried to pin the comment like highlight it and put it up at the top, but I don't think it would let me do it because it said Ozempic. I must do better. Yeah. Whoa, that was the safe one right there. No elevator authority. It's E-flite. Yeah, with a hyphen. Okay, it's got a hyphen. Fat is good, right? That's not what they meant. Good times. But yeah, I'm telling you, you guys saw me in the first battery suffer trying to do grass. And then it totally worked out great for me once I put air in the stinking tires. It was really good. E-flite, just spell it wrong altogether. Just crazy. CVO says the Super Timber was his first big timber, and I see why it's a bestseller. It's awesome. It really is. That the control surfaces are huge. You know, like we know them to be from the Timber X variety and family. But because bigger flies better, I think, and I really dig that it actually weighs a little something. It is chunky, you know. I'm really look at that one. I thought I might be able to do a mains touch and go, but it was really digging the nose in. So I crammed the tail down to knock it down the tail because I didn't want to nose over anymore. But man, the plane, it took it really well. I'm looking forward to flying it some more. I totally am going to try the leading edge slats, especially since they're you don't have to glue them on now. Oh, last minute little 3-pointer. Eddie wants to know if anybody's worked out flaperons yet. Going to take some modeling. Yeah, definitely have to split the channels out. Oh, I'm sure it'd do fine with those tires. But I hate to put super hard tires on there, though. People had landing problems. It's a little bit easy to bounce it. Like I did not have the room to really do it the way I wanted. So when you're tight, like I was, there's stuff all around at this field and on the pavement even more so. Fences and field goals and light posts and shipping containers. So I really ideally wanted to, you know, it's cool. It's a stall plane, but I like to just land them and roll on the wheels. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I have a feeling with those tires, it is bouncier than we're used to. Um, I still am so glad they did it though. You know, so there's some bonus stuff I think coming up here on the pavement. Yeah, shortcut grass is good for so many things. But I mean, it was coming in so good and so long. That wasn't bad. And it with the dead stick. What's up, Doughboy? Here we go again. You know, it reminded me a little bit of the Falk Wolf, where it was like, yeah, they're holding air fine. The Falk Wolf likes a 3-pointer, and I feel like this one does too. See, like when I treated it like a 3-pointer, I felt like I was way more consistent, and it did pretty good. But of course, when you have the battery way back too, it's going to be way more responsive for you. But set up by the book, man. And yeah, 3.78 a cell on like 8 minutes. Totally cool. Totally cool. So yeah, Indiana beaching it today all day, walking around out in the sun, having fun, riding rides, watching the kids have a ball. You know, that's what's up. Just got home. Everybody ready to do it again next week, except retired dudes. Hotter than Hades here, says boss. Practice definitely makes perfect with this plan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding my air pressure really well. Honestly, too, if I was gonna change tires, this is one of those. If I were gonna change them, I'd go smaller, and I would still maybe do air-filled tires. This super smaller, so they're not heavy. I really like the weight of these tires. They don't weigh much at all. So that part about them is super cool. I almost wish I could put foams in them, like from the rock crawlers, like air and foam or something. But I got to spend more time with it. Kevin said that he had a warp right wing on his and the landing gear plate on the bottom separated on my second very light landing. Ah, man. That's too bad. Can you glue it back together? What's up, Victor? You epoxied it. I got it, Kevin. I totally know what you meant. I went to go. I took my oval car out to a Father's Day race yesterday, and I went to the wrong track. Nobody was there, but I did run it uh, here in town the day before, Friday night. A couple batteries through it, just pounding laps at the oval. It was awesome. I finally got some paint on that thing. Yeah, wrong track. I was going to be gone all day, man. I was ready to go. I brought my short course truck and my oval racer, and I was ready to rock. And I got there, and there wasn't a soul. I went to the wrong place. Nice, Eddie. You just got in flying the Beechcraft. I wanted to bring that one out. Right after I did the reverse thrust on it, I wanted to take it, but I was running out of daylight, and I really mostly wanted to get the Super Timber up because it hadn't flown yet. So Caleb T wasn't supposed to be. Twin timber. Yeah, that's a good one. It's neat. It's another one though where those engines are kind of up high. Um, it'll nose over if you're not um, careful. Bigfoot. Thanks, Michael Bear. I got to get my link fixed with them. It probably didn't work, but that's not your fault. Yeah, man, I need to sit down and get some of this video stuff out still from Neffy. This is just short flights. I need to do my own dedicated video on this F-86. That was a blast. I got some of the little tiny new planes that I want to get done too. The little like X Cub and that little tiny Mustang from Horizon under the Hobby Zone brand. I want to get those done too. And I flew my new Cessna and that PC-21 a bunch in Muncie. Glide Rider coming back into the hobby after more than a decade off. Man, has things developed. Telemetry, can't wait. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I don't need anything out of it except for just like voltages, and it's so nice to have it. You get with the smart stuff, and it's gonna yell at you when you get low, which is pretty nice. I still set my timer and everything, but it's like having a double redundancy there, like a backup. So there's two things I can ignore and hit LVC with. You want the Vario and the altimeter? I could see the altimeter. What is Vario anyway? Dude, I want to fly my pits again. I want to fly so much. Dude, I have so much cool stuff. Fred Barron in the house. Someone said hi to him. There he is. Happy Father's Day, man. Vertical speed indicator. All right. The myth, the man, the myth, the legend. Fred finally got his Patagonias came in. I'm waiting on some beadlocks and flap servos. Like your Draco too, but it is a really neat scale rendition. You know what I mean? It is. There's nothing like that. I really like, man, I really do dig the big ones, right? The Cub, the big Cub, the big T28, the 150T, my HSD 182. I need to change the connector on it so I can fly it some more. And then the Super Timber Big Chungus, man, it's definitely got some. It maintains its energy well coming in. It isn't just bleeding off because it's so big and light. That's for sure. T28's killer. It's so good. Every T28 is good. And right now the 1.2 T28 is like, what is it, $50 off, $70 off? 3S or 4S. That's a good plane. I want one. Again, I've had a few Some of these things I've had a few of. I can't. Little change up grip. $50 off. Yeah, not bad. That and points and all that stuff. Eddie K, I have not. I flew 2 batteries in that Super Timber, and you saw it on that video. Have you flown it, Eddie, on 4S? If you did, man, what'd you think about it? Did it lighten it up? I can imagine it lightening it up quite a bit. Kelly Klein in the house. We had a crawl, dude. It's the time of year, though, where I think more about flying than the crawling. I like crawling in the woods and stuff, but not when it's weedy and buggy. Kevin, yeah, that's a heck of a plane as well. I enjoyed very much the 1800 Ranger. That's a great 4S big plane. Light on the wing loading, suspension nose strut. My only thing, I don't like the paint scheme of it, but dude, it's a big Cessna. Who are we kidding? So for that reason, it's good. Did Eddie say he flew it or not on 4? I could find a big 4000 and see if about doing it. A big 4S, I mean. Kelly, yeah. We got to go to a legit place, though. I want to get my Rafale back out. I did a killer video of that Rafale a while back. You guys probably saw it, but I want to do it again. I mounted the second set on the white rims. Nice. Eddie says he hasn't flown it on 4S yet. Has anybody seen anybody flying that Super Timber on 4S on the interwebs yet? It's just so good on 6. I can't even. I tell you one thing I did want to try though is, most of you know I default to nose heavy at this point. I flew with a 5000 in the Super Timber, and it was back quite a bit. I am going to fly with a 4000 and 3200 6S just to see how it lightens it up. Probably put the battery in the same spot too. And then if I can dig it, I might try 4S. I just wonder if there's a demand for that. Rearward CG is ideal. I think so on that one. The FMS Pitts is amazing. And it's 55-inch wingspan, and it's super light on the wing loading. It's a great flying plane. I thought it was easy to handle on the ground too, but better than any small one. I mean, the thing about the Pitts though too, I mean, it's, unless you want to take the wings, undo wings and stuff, it's a big chunk to get to the field. Because, yeah, it's a 55-inch wingspan, but it's double decker. You know what I mean? It's tall. Zippy in the turns. Pitch needs Metal Gear servos, bigger prop. I could see that. But it also makes it very predictable and smooth. Fits in your Subaru Forester. With what else, though? The Pitts is nice, Kelly. You can fly mine. Nothing. Exactly. So in your Kristen Eagle, you got a power 90 and 100 amp avian setup. Sick. Those things fly good from what I've seen. I saw them last year at RC Fest. Olson, yeah, I've flown the FMS 182 a bunch in Muncie. I don't have any videos of it, but I flew it a lot. I really liked it too. It's different than other Cessnas because there's just more weight in the tail than the other Cessnas have. You think about the way that tail goes together with the spar and the extra foam and stuff. So it's a little bit heavier than any other Cessna in the tail. I flew with 3200 4S batteries and can't imagine flying it with anything less than that, personally. Of course, you can always trim down a bunch of down, for over 2 years. Yeah, I'm still all stock on my Pitts too, but it's probably flown less than 6 times. Did you know I was a squirrel in a past life? Foam block battery mod. What's that achieve? JCB can get 8 UMXs and a Mini Cooper. There you go. I'm pretty sure I flew 5,000s in that Pitts too. That thing is nice. Keeps the battery tray from sliding back. Ah, I see. Yeah, I can't remember. I've done all kinds of stuff to keep back. I've stuck screwdrivers in the foam and junk and wedged things in to keep batteries from sliding. Also, is that a typical issue with that battery tray? I gotcha. I gotcha. What's up, Azir? Jack 78 fly his FMS pitch today twice. 2 good flights videos up already. Nice. Did you do Facebook? Post it up in an RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. Guys, I posted up in there today. I'm 13 away from 22,000 subs. And I don't think, and not, there's no way everybody in that Facebook group is subscribed to the channel. That's what I should make the join up question. Let me see. I can't hit 22,000 to save my life. Let's see how many people saw that post. You have your own little Facebook group, and I think it's posted there. That's not your fault. RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group is pretty lit. Let's see. Eddie K the second sent me a friend request. Is that legit, Eddie K? Let's see. I'm going to my group. JCB got some nice flights on the RJ Gritter. There you go. Groups. Your groups. RC Pilots Lounge, which legit exists. That's a good question, Isaac. Let's put you on notice. Clone, that's not you? Okay. This is an easy one, honestly. If I had to choose, 191 people saw that post, but I can't get 13 subs. It's all right, whatever. But it's Father's Day. Give me some. So if I had to choose only air or ground RCs, what would I choose? Air. Air. For a lot of reasons. But the beauty is, I don't have to. Right? What about you, Isaac? What are you into? I've been in the air for the longest time. And then surface kind of found me by mistake. But I'm actually okay at flying trucks too. RC this in the house. What up? Good evening from Western Kentucky. Cool. Good evening. Happy Father's Day. What do you guys think? Most of you guys are air dudes, so it's going to be easy. I mean, I was an airplane guy first for sure until I die. But I've had a really good time on the surface side as well. I like the crawlers, though. It's chill, and I don't have to fix them a lot. Okay. Oh, yeah. Isaac started with ground RCs and getting into planes and found them to be a lot of fun as well. Super fun, super rewarding, completely different vibe, and you generally have to go somewhere else to do it. So you have to be even more intentional, so to say. But yeah, people go both ways from one to the other so many times. And I think that's what's great. I mean, I started off as an air channel in 2012, and I've been doing surface for the last 4 or 5 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. So I like it. In the wintertime, it's cool to go. I race off-road and start a race oval a little bit. What about boats? I haven't messed with them a whole lot. I've done like maybe one boat video. And even float flying planes. It just doesn't seem to happen for me as often. What's up, Tim? If I missed you, I apologize, anybody. But nothing wrong with boats. I think it'd be a really good time to do some boats. I actually finally am ready to try maybe a helicopter too. Kevin was an Army heli pilot. That's what's up. Desert Storm. Appreciate you, man. I need to get my pilot's license. I don't know about that. If I was getting my pilot's license, then I'd be changing lines of work. Then that would be the only reason, is to go that way for real, for real. Dude, I mean, I'm older now. Like hindsight's 2020, but like I'd love to be restoring warbirds and stuff. But, you know, when you don't make plans, you take what you get and you don't throw a fit. You know what I mean? I mean, I was going to be a yeah, I'm just one of those guys, man. I was going to be a skater. I was going to be a rock star. I was going to be a YouTuber. Like, what in the world? Got a private pilot license, Azir. Nice. I started taking lessons a long time ago, and then I put my money into models, had a bunch of little kids. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the floats put on this beaver, but I'm gonna have to get a new tail and the rudder situation, I think. I like the timber on its wheels so much. I don't want to hardly put floats on it. Haven't been active in a long time. Yeah. I mean, my kids are little. I'm so busy doing stuff with them. They have a lot of activities and sports and stuff, and I'm cool with that. Um, I'm coaching teams and watching things. So that's what I'm doing. No timber Evo. I got a timber evolution. I don't know where the floats are. I like bigger a little bit. I could put floats on the timber though. Kelly, yeah, you're so close to the water for sure. Kelly's 30 feet from door to water where he's at. Yeah. Philip, yeah, I did. And it's killer. It's a Mud Boss. How can they not do a late model though? If they're doing a Mud Boss. The tires look good, the suspension looks tuned already for it. I want one bad. Yeah, boss. Thanks. Wheels on super, floats on Evo. Yeah. Yeah. I maybe I should just buy the float stuff for it because I don't know where they're at this point. But that's not a bad idea. FMS Beaver is great on floats. We did videos on FMS Beaver back when on the original paint scheme when it was black, yellow, and white before it was red and white. Me and Captain Mike did for like Motion when they were selling FMS. Which means the video's long gone. I think in a minute we're going to poke around on the Horizon site and look at the Father's Day sale. If you guys are interested, if you want to walk through on that, let me know. It's also a good way for me to mess up my stream, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. Air Tractor does very well on floats. That plane is surprisingly well. On wheels too. Like you don't think it's gonna do. It flies very well, that plane. Oh, nice, Jeff. Was that you who told me that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I didn't see it go through. Let me check again. But I appreciate it. Don't stop trying. I don't know why sometimes for y'all it doesn't go. Is it out of stock? They've got it on that sale. Don't close the StreamYard window. Yeah. I get confused. Yeah, Tim. What's up, Guniak? Happy Father's Day, man. Yeah, I saw you told me that, Jeff, and I checked. Commander's a good time. The felony. Yeah, man, I don't see anything for yesterday, but it might come through. Who knows? I'll keep an eye on it. Angelo Lopez, what's happening? Thank you for the happy Father's Day wish. Just looking at it was in the evening. Yeah, maybe it'll come through after the weekend. But yeah, there were some crazy sales. Let me look at the felony. Is it? It probably says it's out. Um, you're wanting the black one? I had the black one. I put 7 pumps in each tire. The orange one looks like it's available. I mean, according to the website, the black one is out of stock. Yeah, dang. There's no ETA. They blew them out. I mean, what was it? $100? Yeah, $100 off. I actually wished I had the orange one after I got the black one, but the black one is totally sick. You put 3 pumps in your tires? Yeah, I did 7, dude. Me and Kirk did 7. Um, Deborah Reef Rita, how's it going? NASCAR body Fred's got on his. Did you guys see those little Mojave Groms they dropped? I think it depends on what kind of surface you're on. Like I felt like if I was gonna, and we were on the fly, like legit. So like if you're gonna bother, let's really bother. You know what I mean? Let's really go for it. Yeah, that little tiny Mojave should be cool, dudes. I like all of them. 6S, 4S. I haven't had a chance to do little one yet, but I'd like to do some cul-de-sac racing. Our buddy Big Jim has air gauge, so he's going to dial in his tires like exactly style. Yeah, I was a little worried about it too, Jeff, but it worked for me. Father's Day pumps. Yeah, the ones that come to Super Timber. Dude, NASCAR body on the felony would be sick. I'd love to see a handful of those out racing together. I mean, after I had the felony, it was one of the first things I wanted to do, honestly, was actually give it a little bit of a lift and put it on an oval. Yeah, I did some good videos, Charles, on the EC 1500. When it came out, just check back on the channel. JCB, I was thinking about foam inserts too. I don't know how you'd get them in there though. That's the issue. That's the problem. I mean, let's all have a beer, says Isaac. Aren't they split rim? Well, if they're split rim, though, is the tire a tube or is it split as well? I kind of doubt it's. I would have to almost assume it's like a tube. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody's taking them apart. Let us know. I mean, on your old stuff, Dad, probably analog. Guys, what do you think? So, Dad has a DX7E, NX7E, and a bunch of his old planes are analog servos. And he wants to know if he uses the analog or digital servo settings in the radio. I would say go analog. I've not had to cross that bridge, nor have I ever thought about it. Is it on Snow River? Where is that at on the site? Make some inserts for the Super T. Yeah, but we got to check the tires out if it's doable. I don't want to take mine apart. I guess I could under motorcycles. Who makes that? Who makes that one? It's a kit. Kyosho makes sense. Yeah. Kyosho. Let's go shopping the sale. You guys wanna? I think we could. I think we can. Indoor tracks, yeah. All right, man. Yeah, I thought about that spray foam stuff too. too hard to control. You'd end up lopsiding your tires so easy. All right, Kelly, see ya. You know those little tiny beads? Little tiny beads of foam? That would deaden it a ton if you could get them in. You know, I think there's a way to just figure it out though. To get the pressure right for your condition. The book called for two different, I think, and they didn't say pressure. They talked about size of tire. So you're giving enough air to reach this diameter on a spinner all night. Yeah, dude, it's just too hard to get that stuff consistent. The spray foam. They're too good at tires to mess them up either. Like there's some things that I think trying might be okay. But somebody's got to take a pair apart and see how they work. Let's see. Let me go to this sale. And try to scroll around. All right, let's go. All right. Share screen. Let's do it. Tire slime? I mean, that's just grease. You couldn't put that in the tires, man. It would it'd make him so heavy. It'd make him super heavy. All right, let's see what I can do about sharing this screen up. All right, there it is. We're going to look at this sale, you guys. Now, I'm going to get it sized right so I can still see the chat and all. Come on. Nope. Dude. There we go. Perfect. Dad writes, it says, not sure what you mean by analog or digital servo settings. The radio will read it whatever the servo is. The biggest difference with digital servos is that they are more accurate. Father's Day RC sale. Looking for a great gift idea for dad or yourself? Dive into the world of high-performance RC adventures with unbeatable sales prices on select Axial, Arma, E-flite, Spectrum, Losi, and more. Save over $200. No coupon code required for these savings. Discount automatically applied in the cart. What up, Rita? What up, Tony? Check it out. Gifts for the aviator, gifts for the lake, gifts for the thrill seeker, and gifts for Jake, the outdoorsman. He's crawling out there in the woods. Gifts for the gearhead, gifts for the big shot, gifts for racing, boats in the water for when it's hot. Yeah, 36-inch boat, man, $60 off of this one. Out of stock online, it looks like, for the big dog right here, the Super Baja Ray. I did a fantastic video on the blue and gray version of this truck. Laser nut, save what? Save $140 on that. Save $100 on the felony, but they only have the orange one left. Save $200 on an NX10 special edition. Dude. Boats. Little crawlers, SCX24, little tiny racers, 1/18 scale. Save $50. More boats. What I wanted to show you guys, though, you want a 10 scale crawler, like a really good one without spending $500, was $389, save $40, get a base camp, which is basically a Toyota Tacoma without saying so, for $349. I call it Toy Coma because it's not licensed, but otherwise it is. Oh, wow, cool. This real scaled out K10 is only $350 right now. Save $100 on it. So this is basically going to be a base camp chassis, but some really nice Proline parts on it is what's up. This is killer too. If you don't mind plastic links, this is a 10 scale crawler also, available in a couple different colors. $299. Awesome. And it gets you into the 10 scale game for low cost. I would go with the base camp though. I need this. I'm going to grab an Aero Scout. I cannot believe I don't have one and I haven't done a video on one. But it's a great plane. And it's so popular and it's such a great first plane. Like, it's just a tragedy that I haven't done the Aero Scout, to be honest. The Razorback, this is what I was talking about. $70 off. This is a killer 3S, 4S, 1.2, 48-inch wingspan warbird. Best flying warbird there is, and best ground handling warbird there is. Tail dragger, if you ask me. What's up, Big Jim? DX6E. You save $50 on it. It's a entry-level radio, but it's got at least a computer screen. And then we're into Big Draco is like $130 off, dude. $500 for the big Draco. Save $50 on the Commander. Save $50 on the Troge. Good stuff. And will it let me do this and not lose it? Let's check out page 2, dudes. I hope it lets me do it. It's not gonna, is it? Come on, page 2. Yes. Out of stock on that. Mini Aero Scout, little heli, monster truck kit, and some chargers and batteries. Got some savings on them. Smart checker, always a good thing to have. Soldering station. Yeah, Kevin. That's a great price. 2 of the Mojave Groms. Yeah, Big Jim. I knew you would. I want to see one. I want one. I want them both. I want them both. So yeah, man, alive, dude. Fred, yeah. Let me go back a page. I want to go back. I don't know how. June 16th. So like what? Tomorrow? Today is it on these deals. That's what that means. That's what that means today. Ta-da. I'm gonna look at this first page again. What about the blue one? It's out of stock too. Golly. Yeah, that's good. That's good money off. But I'm super pumped about that. Base camp for you guys. Little buggies, cool, man. These are I mean, it's always great when you save money, but these are all they're kind of they're low price anyway. But this is really good because I thought those were $4.99 at the beginning. Philip said he put up his Aero Scout for sale today. Guys, I did a killer video on the Super Baja Ray, dudes. The black and the blue and gray one, when they first came out, at least the 2.0 first came out, I did a really good video on it. You guys should check it out on my RC truck playlist. It's free. I worked my butt off on that video, actually. My first crawler video I ever did and crawler I ever had was the Deadbolt, which is, it looks a lot like an International Scout or old Ford Bronco. And I like that. That's why I went for it. Yeah, but this, for me, this is some of the most exciting stuff right here. I mean, the Aero Scout's always a good price and ready to fly, basic with safe. Yeah, that one probably has the battery or not. I bet it does. Because they was $199, so I thought $229 was the price with the batteries. But yeah, the jug right here, 1.2, $70 off. That's killer. Capra. Mike Bird likes his Capra. Nice. Dude, I'm so curious on this Aero Scout right now. Let's see if it'll let me click in. Did it let me click into it? Can you guys see? Yeah. Yeah, cool. It did. So let's look. What do we get? Right, that makes sense. So you got to grab your own battery for it now. Used to, it came with one. Christ is King. Hello. 3S gotta needed to complete a battery and charger, EC3 style. So there's a bundle for that. It's like $50, but I suggest a better charger. But this thing is so good. And I've flown a ton of them and I've helped guys get theirs set up and stuff. It's such a great trainer, dude. And, you know, if it's nasty out, fly it like a kite. It's a mess. What's a mess about it? Visa points. Yeah. Yeah, I want one of those. I want that new Cherokee. I want the RJ Gritter. I want the big wood timber too. I see snow. I still want to fly it the way it comes, so I know how to talk to people about it too. But yeah, 175. The Toscano, Big Jim. That's like a 1.6er trike. That ought to be neat. And that's awesome. The fuselage comes with the elevator and rudder servos installed. That's cool. Was it always like that? I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was. Mate. All right. We're done shopping. Cool deals that expire today, apparently, in about what, hour and a half? Yeah, Aero Scout's cool, man. For kind of whatever kind of terrain, you know. The school. Yeah, the boats are killer too. They just released a new catamaran last week as well. It's pretty nice. Anything on that? Well, not on the sale, no. I mean, maybe at FMS, we can go check that out. Also ordered the Integral, make it into a bat plane. Nice. You guys got to use my links though. We're going shopping. All right, let's check that out. Let's see if I can find something. Let me see. I know they had some Father's Day stuff going as well. So let's do the same thing. Let's do it. And here we go. They got a Father's Day sale as well. Listen, links in the Discord if you go check out FMS or Horizon. Use those. Thank you. Let's see what they got going on. We'll just scroll all the way through it. The little 850 flash is looks like a save 20. Save 40 on the Kingfisher. 1400. Man, that Beaver's 449. Save $50. That's nice. They're showing the one with flows. That means, and then there's the Easy Trainer. That should come with the floats then. They're calling it a seaplane. So that's cool. The Ranger is a heck of a plane right there. And it's $50 off. Let's look at the jets. There's the Integral, the big, they call it an SU-27. Y'all know it's the old SU-30, right? $50 off, still pricey, but a heck of a jet. A little sport jet action, Futura, the Rafale, the big one, is the best one. 100%. BAE Hawk, Yak 130, save 30, save 10, save 30, save 20, save 40, save 20, save $50 on that thing. Does that mean that something got a $700? Ooh, look at the gray one. Nice Warbirds. Save $20 on the big, awesome P40, 1400. Little fasties right here for $279. Let's see, 800 millimeters. Trojan, 1400 4S, $389. Same with the Corsair is 800 millimeters. I personally don't recommend that stuff, but I like the 1400 and 1200 and stuff like that. And anything bigger than that, 800s are fine if you're into that, but not for me. PC-21's cool, man. I've been flying it a lot. I like it. Let's see. This big dog right there is $589. I think it's a little cheaper, maybe at Horizon. They have it too, the 1.7 Mustang. 1.7 Corsair. Be ready to put power into it, if you ask me. The CJ6 is interesting. You know what I mean? You're never going to run into anything like that. I've never seen, I bet that's cool. Those things fly pretty good. I have no idea, never seen one in person like the 1.1 Typhoon right here. But it could be, who knows? That might be nice. Aerobatic planes, gliders, 20, 30. You know, that's kind of money it looks like you're going to save. Chuck gliders, gift cards for a little bit of savings on that. So that looks like that. I wonder if there's any vehicles on the Father's Day deal here. Plain sale. What about the rest of it, man? They doing anything on these? Let's look at the deal. These little dudes. Nah, not really. So they got this thing. It's not much of a crawler. You can make it one, but it's leaf sprung. It's a neat thing. I've used it to make all kinds of other cool stuff. But as it comes, it's not much of a crawler. But it definitely, is an RC vehicle. But that's about it. What's up, Slaps? We just got done going through all the planes, man. These look cool, but they're small, If you're into small, though. There you go. Let's see the pits. It's not bad. 350. 350. That's not bad at all for a big 55-inch wingspan plane. I actually, since it's let me, I want to we'll check something. It's like I can't get to it now. Try this again. The Mashkin still in the mystery box. Nice. They call it a seaplane. I want to see if it's coming with floats. It's got to be if they're calling it a seaplane, dude. $50 off, ends on the 20th. Wait. Plug and play without reflex and floats. Well, so no floats. All right. Well, where's the parts? Let's see about the parts. So they're parts. There's a whole lot of talking about floats for it not to come with floats. The float kit's $100 without floats. Okay. So another $100 if you want the floats. I got it. It's a heck of a plane, though. It's a heck of a plane. It's a great float plane if you want to drop the coin on the floats. You can drop $100 and get floats for your Carbon Z Cub and 150T as well. So, yeah, that's it. A little bit of window shopping. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. we're going to go in a little bit here. It's been a long day. So yeah, any questions laid on me? Next time I fly the Super Timber, I'm definitely going to go with the leading edge slats and see what that's about, and talk through what I see as a difference in the flight character with them. And maybe I'll try it on 4S. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to try the slats, and I also want to fly it on my 4000 and 3200 and talk through it. Hopefully, you guys, if you haven't seen my Super Timber video, check it out. If you're not interested in the Super Timber, that's fine. Check it out anyway. It's free and to watch. And then you'll know what everybody's talking about when they're talking about tires and how much air and yada yada. Because I learned I needed to put air in the tires for sure. Yeah, it's I didn't have time to make my regular coffee deal. We don't have any K cups left, and I didn't want to make a whole pot. And I literally got home at 9 and instantly came in here and put on a video so I could go get some coffee to drink after being gone all day out of town. So, and up and at 'em tomorrow. So I didn't have it in me to build anything or fix anything this evening. I'm still waiting on flap servos for my big dog T28. I need to fix the struts on my Viper 90, but there's no hurry on that one. I actually am looking forward to flying these little tiny planes. That little tiny Mustang they released and that little X Cub they just put out. I've got those that I want to get done too. Thanks, Dad, for the super chat. Happy Father's Day to you. I tried to call you earlier. When we first arrived out of town and we were still waiting on some folks to show up. Yeah, a few minutes and we'll wrap it. So Fred's probably still doing his show tomorrow night, the Real Flight Fly-In. Check that out. I know he might be pinching it for summertime. I don't know. Probably depends how many guys show up. You doing that tomorrow, Fred? Real Flight Fly-In? Jeff from Lower Alabama's got his show on Thursday. Is David yourself going on before me on Sunday still? Bobby does Saturdays. Did he do yesterday? Between you and Wild Bill? All right. So it's tentative. But yeah, check out your buddies. And listen, if you do Facebook, check out the RC Pilots Lounge. A lot of our buddies shill their content there constantly. So check that out. No, it's actually really fine and dandy if our buddies put their videos out on the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group all the time. What's funny is when guys who never come by the show do it. Guys that are in the room all the time post, man. And guys that are not, I let them post. But they're missing it. They're missing the whole idea. Bobby didn't go last night. It doesn't surprise me. The minute we got back from Muncie, he had to go immediately to California. Jeff, yeah, you noticed that too? Dude's don't ever come to the show but shill their stuff all the time on the Facebook group. I mean, legit, that Facebook group is for me, really, for the channel. It's cool, it's for everybody. But it's like, I know dudes are shilling their links all the time over there. It's like, man, I give up. I give up. Just put me in front of a camera playing with these things and talking about how I make it work for me and take it or leave it. And I don't want to have to worry about it. I just want to do it. I just love doing it. Such a nuisance to need it to do something for you back. Expectation is always the worst thing to manage in life in regards to anything you're endeavoring to do. This is the hardest thing to do, is try to manage your own expectations. Best not to have any. Wild Bill's channel's right there. Fred just posted it. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Is he moving? Well, yeah, I mean, he was picking up stuff in California. That dropped a load and picked up some stuff. Nice. I'm going to just have to get another laptop, dude, so I can actually real flight with y'all. My one Windows machine I have doesn't have the permissions. Little two-seamer. Little four-seamer. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, I had a good time putting some laps in on my late model car Friday. The Boomer Sooner. I don't know, man. Name says it all. How do you throw your knuckleball? Nah, man. There wasn't anybody really there when I went to run oval Friday, and then Saturday I went to a track that I wanted to race on, but the races were at a different track. I screwed up, so I didn't get to race anybody. I didn't get to race anybody. So, but I'm looking forward to a lot of the guys that all four, huh? A lot of the guys, not me. A lot of the guys that I was racing short course with race oval too. Well, if they see that coming over the top, they already know what it's going to be. I mean, if they see that, they're going to know too. Always racing that clock. I try all kinds of stuff. Hitting it's another thing. Yeah. I always used to do them like this, but I've had other luck doing like this. And it feels a little bit like the Greg Maddox changeup, which is like this. These just kind of hang. So you still move your arm hard, but the release is weaker. So it gives you that off speed. Um, Change up. What a game. What's up, Jordan? Yeah, we're fitting to be splitting. It's been a long one. Happy Father's Day to you. Your kids are getting big, man. Yeah. Yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody. Thanks for coming by. If you're shopping, I'm telling you right now, there's some pretty cool sales. Links in the description, of course. But yeah, be checking it out. I've been back on the Instagram a little bit lately, so there's some fun short form that you can see on Instagram. And there's some newer videos out on my right here on the YouTube channel as well. So check that out. Videos to come, of course. Kirk did a really good job for me, especially never doing it on the super timber. So it may be where I'm popping over to that parking lot and trying to get some stuff done. I think it'll be, we were a little bit torn on what to fly on with the super timber, whether we're going to fly on the pavement or in that grass. From the parking lot, the grass looked amazing because it was freshly cut. But then we get on it and it's like, oh my word, this stuff is this deep, you know. Big Jim says 6,000 extra points for elite members on the new releases, $15 value. Does that mean like the Mojave and the stick and stuff? I'm actually looking forward to that too. That new ultra micro deal. Am I coming on the 28th, Jordan? Probably not. I don't know though. My birthday's the 30th. I probably want to be around the house. Like today, Father's Day was for the kids, not me. Because if it was legit Father's Day, I would not have necessarily wanted to go walk around Indiana Beach all day. Like there's all these rides and stuff. I'm like, where's the room for dads? It's full of couches and televisions. Man. Oh, Fred, what a bummer. But how was the flight though, man? The GoPro on the head or in the plane? Big Jim got email from the rep. Nice. Is that the fun fly, Jordan? What is that weekend? The beer garden. Yeah. I'd definitely take a nap if I start drinking beers though in 90-degree stuff. I got wet a little bit, man. Little bit of lazy river action, some water slides. You know what I mean? You didn't fly it. What kind of control you have? Dude, I'd have flown it anyway. Dude, I was going to fly that super timber whether or not. So Kurt got one also. So he definitely wanted to come and watch me fly it and volunteered to film us. So I was like, all right. John Graham. Serious. the thing is, I wanted to, after a few hours, I mean, I was actually great, but after a few hours, 4 or 5 hours, I'm like, hey, can we start thinking about making the 2 hour drive to get back home? You know, I mean, it's Father's Day. And I mean, I'm glad everybody had a good time, but all right, y'all. We're pushing 2 hours. That's plenty. We will see you. Check out your friends who are posting up content out here. Jeff in Lower Alabama, Fred Barron RC. Anybody else I'm missing, drop it in to the RC Pilots Lounge on Facebook. There's a ton of content being posted there all the time, and a ton from folks who don't come over here or I don't see in the video. I ought to start kicking dudes out. I ought to make it one of the questions for joining. Anyway, well, whatever, never mind. All right, y'all. Have a good one. See you in the comment sections. In the meantime, I'm out. Hanger Rats out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom goes the dynamite. Sweet. See ya. Bye.